Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Scorpio May 5, 2023. Restlessness can take hold of you today, but you can work with it instead of allowing it to work against you. Resolve to improve your life in the areas frustrating you most, but avoid taking on too much at once. Watch for exaggeration and too high expectations that can lead you astray. In truth, it may be time to give yourself some breathing room. Do what you can to entertain yourself if things are going sideways. Tensions today may very well stem from a simultaneous need for stability and emotional excitement. It can be difficult to satisfy both needs simultaneously, and it can be all too easy to act out. Aim to keep things moderate rather than attempt to push ahead or rush something. Extremely concerning worries and news could be cropping up like ghosts in the night today and tomorrow. The confusion could stem from family, domestic, or partnership matters, especially if you and a spouse aren't seeing eye to eye. All sorts of drama could erupt at this time, so it's best not to make any rash decisions or say something you will regret. Venus, the planet of love and marriage, is in your solar house of relationships, going to war with Neptune, currently stirring the pot in your solar house. Banish the ghosts from your heart. Move forward with a pep in your step. Trust that you are working with the right connections and that your aspirations will come to fruition when the moon in Libra opposes Chiron in Aries. The opposition might be initially tough, but it can help you affirm that you will call in the right connections and be successful with your passion projects. However, you may need to consider what you will invest in your efforts since the moon will square Mars in Cancer. Take your time before you dive into a new venture. While Mars will be gone from your financial sector by the time Pluto returns to your income sector next month, the fact that his retrograde turn 2 days ago means he is on the way back is inspiring the warrior planet of the cosmos to take action. Before the focus shifts back to the income side of the financial fence, Mars is doubling down on his mission to fire up your financial passions and fighting spirit. You have never been one to abandon a course once set out on, however, you must get used to the little detours life shows us along the way. Rather than looking at these detours as setbacks, consider them as curves in the road that were too subtle to be realized when you were starting out. Have faith that you're still on the path. Support your sensitive nature by taking nighttime or early morning baths with a few drops of lavender oil. Your creativity will shine through no matter what you do today. With a vibration happening, it would be almost impossible for it not to. Whatever you do at home or at work will happen more easily if you allow your natural talents to take hold. Don't be afraid to make suggestions or to try something completely out of the ordinary. You may find that you uncover the best way to do things if you give yourself half a chance. With the Sun always spending the first 3 weeks of May in your work sector, this will always be a busy time of year, but with Jupiter now less than 2 weeks away, life is not only set to become a lot busier but to stay that way for the rest of the year. Yet there are already things moving into position that will help you to pace yourself and even find the right balance between work and play. While Jupiter is doing that now in his final weeks in a playful and creative part of your chart, it is on the adventurous side of life's fence that there are signs of something exciting developing. With Pluto still at a standstill in his early days in retrograde motion in your communication sector and the asteroid Juno moving forward in her early days in your relationship sector, it was a given that their friendly aspect would start to separate. Yet in the heart of Venus, planet of love's last week in your relationship sector, this is making it easier to give your relationships, the past and unsaid words, a voice. Our eyes in the sky. Have you ever experienced a sudden mood swing that left you feeling confused and disoriented? If so, you're not alone. Mood swings can happen without warning and can leave you feeling overly sensitive for the rest of the day. When this happens, it's important to take it easy on yourself and give yourself the time and space you need to process your emotions. One way to help stabilize your emotions is through relaxation and meditation. These practices can help you to calm your mind and center yourself, making it easier to manage any sudden changes in your mood. If you need to release your emotions, watching a movie that makes you cry can be therapeutic. Allowing yourself to cry and let it all out can be a healthy way to process your feelings and move forward. It's important to be mindful of your behavior when you're feeling overly sensitive. You may be tempted to show off or act in ways that are unjustified. If you find yourself in a position of power, resist the temptation to abuse it. Instead, behave with integrity and admit to any mistakes you may have made. This will earn you respect and admiration from others. If you're in need of money to invest in new projects, now is a good time to move forward with your plans. Circumstances are favorable, and you're likely to make good choices. Your friends can be a great source of advice, but make sure to use your own judgment as well. If you want to make a purchase, you can do so confidently, without fear of being misled by sales staff. Trust yourself to make the right decision. Today, the moon will leave your financial sector, and this will bring benefits to both sides of the financial fence. Not only will it leave you with a better understanding of your financial situation, but it will also fuel your financial instincts and imagination. This departure will also relieve the pressure on the planets in your income sector. With Jupiter just 12 days away from leaving, any financial tension you've been feeling will be turned into motivation. It's important to recognize the impact of your mood swings on those around you. Taking out your anger on loved ones can create unnecessary upsets in your relationships. Instead of blaming others, take some time to examine your feelings and work on improving your attitude. Setting aside some quiet time can help you restore your emotional well-being. The recent departure of the moon from your career sector will leave you with a wealth of professional instincts and imagination. This visit, coupled with Venus's presence in your work sector and Pluto's retrograde in your income sector, has provided you with valuable insights that will impact your life for weeks, if not months, to come. If you're not feeling your best, be gentle with yourself. If your health is compromised, don't push yourself too hard with exercise. It's important to recognize your limits and think about how you can improve your lifestyle and develop a healthier outlook. Remember that taking care of yourself and your emotional and financial well-being is crucial to living a fulfilling life. So take the time you need to nourish yourself, and you'll reap the benefits in the long run.